Throwing away rusty metal is actually the same as throwing away a hidden treasure. From now on, stop treating it like trash, because today, I'm about to show you something unexpected and truly fascinating. What if I told you that something most people ignore or throw away without a second thought can turn into something that will leave you genuinely amazed? I guarantee by the end of this experiment, you'll be asking yourself, wait, this came from rusty metal? The first step is incredibly simple. Take a clear glass jar and place a few rusty metal pieces inside. The more heavily rusted they are, the more impressive the final result will be. You can use small or large pieces, both work perfectly. In this video, I'm using smaller pieces so the process is easier to see and follow. Next, pour vinegar into the jar until the rusty metal is completely submerged. Vinegar contains acetic acid, an active compound that reacts with the rust on the metal's surface. This reaction is what triggers an unexpected transformation, slowly but powerfully. During this process, the rust doesn't just dissolve, it begins to change, creating surprising colors, textures, and visual effects. This is where the real magic starts. Something that once looked useless suddenly reveals its hidden potential. And trust me, the final result is nothing like what you'd expect. For the best possible result, seal the jar tightly and let it sit undisturbed for a full 24 hours. This is when the real process happens, silent, unseen, yet incredibly powerful. Over the next 24 hours, the reaction continues slowly, transforming something ordinary into something truly unexpected. Which country are you watching this video from? Write it in the comments. I'm happy to see how we can connect with each other from all around the world. While we wait for the rusty metal to soak, I have an interesting idea using something easy to find at home, coffee grounds. Make sure to use plain coffee grounds, no sugar, and pour them into a container. It's a simple ingredient, but it can create some truly amazing effects in our experiment. Next, prepare 70% alcohol, the kind usually used for cleaning wounds. This alcohol acts as a solvent and binder for the coffee grounds, ensuring everything mixes evenly for the best results. Stir until the solution is fully combined. This is where the magic begins to appear. The liquid starts to show a mesmerizing brown color, with the rich aroma of coffee filling the air, creating a warm and comforting sensation that's simply irresistible. Next, prepare one key ingredient that will make this mixture a success, PVA glue. Pour the PVA glue into the mixture at a 1:1 ratio, then stir until fully combined. Gradually, the color of the mixture will turn richer and deeper, giving it a more vibrant and impressive look, a clear sign that our experiment is approaching its perfect result. Next, prepare an empty container and place a few tea bags inside. Pour hot water into the container. The water will quickly turn a light brown color, just like the tea we brew every morning. After letting it sit for 24 hours, take a look at the result of the rusty metal soak. The liquid looks murky at first, but trust me, that's exactly where the magic happens. For the best and most striking result, strain the liquid to separate the metal from the colored solution. This step is crucial, because what happens next will amaze you, and you won't believe that something that looked like waste can create such a stunning effect. And here is the result of the 3 unusual mixtures. Mixtures that no one has seen before and that have never been created until now. But with a bit of creativity and a touch of science, these strange mixtures reveal truly extraordinary benefits. The outcome will leave you amazed, turning something that once seemed ordinary or useless into something absolutely stunning. Here, I have several wooden boards marked with different labels, indicating which boards will be coated with this unusual mixture. To apply it, I'm using a foam brush to ensure the layer goes on evenly for the best results. This way, each board begins to reveal the effect of the previously mysterious mixture, and you'll start to see little sparks of magic appearing on the surface. If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, hit that subscribe button now and join our community. There are still plenty of exciting and creative ideas we'll be sharing. After applying the unusual mixtures to the wooden surface, all that's left is to wait for the layers to dry completely. Patience is key at this stage, because the amazing final result will only appear once everything is fully set. As a final step, to make the coating truly perfect, you can apply a clear coat on the last layer. Not only does it protect the layer colored with this unusual mixture, but it also makes the color look more vibrant and aesthetic, unlike regular store-bought paints. Another benefit is that, since we're using easy-to-find household materials, this method is very cost-effective. You don't need to buy any paint to color your wooden furniture at home, yet you can still achieve a stunning and unique result. The colors produced by these unusual mixtures are truly amazing. Each mixture has its own unique character, almost like the dyes you'd find in stores. The difference? We're using simple, easy-to-find materials, making this method much more cost-effective compared to buying expensive wood dyes. The result is still beautiful, unique, and aesthetic, but at a fraction of the cost. Next, what happens when wall paint is mixed with silica sand? Today, I'm going to show you the magic of this mixture, a mixture that no one has seen before and has never been made until now. The result will surprise you, because something as ordinary as paint and sand can turn into something extraordinary and unique. First, prepare a container of about 250 milliliters. Of course, you can adjust the amount according to your needs. Then, pour wall paint into the container, as the first step in creating the magical mixture we're about to explore. Next, prepare one additional ingredient to make this mixture even more effective: PVA glue. Add the glue at about 10% of the amount of paint you poured earlier. PVA glue has a special function. It enhances the adhesion of the mixture, making it much stronger. This is the advantage of PVA glue. It can blend perfectly with water-based wall paint, ensuring that the final mixture is more stable and long-lasting. Next, prepare silica sand. Adjust the grain size according to your needs, and try to keep it uniform for the best results. Pour the silica sand into the paint that's already mixed with PVA glue. Adjust the amount based on the desired texture. For a rougher texture, add sand up to 30% of the paint's volume. For a lighter or smoother texture, just add a small amount. This way, you can control the final texture of the mixture exactly how you want it. Stir until the three ingredients, paint, PVA glue, and silica sand, are fully combined. This stirring process is crucial, as it's the key to the success of the mixture. This is a mixture that no one has seen before, but trust me, once you see the final result, you'll be amazed at what can be created from such simple ingredients. Once it's well mixed, the paint is ready to use. But this time, I'll apply it in a different way, not on a wall surface. First, I'm applying it to a concrete surface. For the best results, you can use a paint roller. A roller spreads the paint evenly and perfectly, allowing the silica sand to settle neatly and giving a consistent texture. Using a brush would not achieve the same smooth and uniform finish. Next, I'm applying the paint to the GFRC surface. Using a paint roller, the layer will adhere smoothly, and the silica sand will settle perfectly, creating a consistent and visually appealing texture. This process demonstrates how a simple mixture can produce stunning visual effects, even on surfaces that are usually difficult to paint. Next, I'm applying this mixture to a wooden board surface. Interestingly, wall paint is usually used for painting walls, but this time I'm using it on wood, a task that seems impossible. Once the paint has dried, let's take a look at the result. On the concrete surface, it looks absolutely amazing. This coating gives the concrete a more aesthetic appearance, with a neatly textured rough finish. This application can be used on concrete floors or paving, helping to prevent slippery surfaces. A truly incredible innovation that can be applied in your yard, providing both function and visual appeal. On the GFRC surface, the paint also adheres perfectly. The result can be used as a variation for textured ceilings or walls, making it different from ordinary ceilings and walls. This rough texture gives a more attractive and aesthetic appearance, adding a unique touch that makes the space feel more lively and distinct. Next, on the wooden surface, which normally seems impossible to coat with wall paint, here's the result. It's truly amazing. The wall paint adheres perfectly, with a neatly textured rough finish, making the wooden surface much more attractive and unique. This means the paint can also be applied to wooden walls or furniture in your home, such as cabinets, windows, TV racks, or other wooden pieces, giving them a beautiful and functional finish.